Dharasuram Story of Iravateshwara Temple. As you have learned by now, Iravateshwara Temple was constructed on the orders of King Rajaraja Chola II. Rajaraja Chola II succeeded his father Kulothunga Chola II to the Chola throne in 1150. He was made his heir apparent and co-regent in 1146, and so the inscriptions of Rajaraja II quote his reign from 1146. He ruled over the Chola Empire between 1146 and 1172, even though the true capital of his kingdom was a Gangaikonda Cholapuram. He was always drawn towards his other capital of Aira Talli, within which Dharasuram was included. Rajaraja Chola was a patron of Tamil art and culture and sponsored new Hindu temples in the empire rather than following his father's and grandfather's footsteps towards enhancement and expansions. The temple at Airatalli, which come to be known as Iravateshwar Temple in inscriptions, is one of his legacy. Iravateshwar Temple gets its name from the Hindu legend of Airavata, the celestial white elephant who carries Indra, the god of gods. Airavata is said to be spotless white in color, possessing 10 tusks and 5 trunks. Being the Vahan of or vehicle of Indra, Airavata is given a great deal of prominence among the Hindu pantheon. The story goes that one day Airavata was cursed by sage Durvasa to lose his resplendent white skin. Airavata, suffering from his change of color, came to the temple of Dharasuram and bathed in its sacred water. Lord Shiv blessed Airavata and returned him back to his normal form. From then on, Lord Shiva came to be known as Iravateshwar or protector of Airavata, and subsequently the temple became known as Iravateshwara Temple. There is an image inside the temple of Airavata and Indra that was sculpted in honor of this legend. There is another mythological story associated with this temple involving Yam, the god of death. Yam too was once suffering from a rishi's curse where he had to endure burning sensations throughout his body. Being a devotee of Shiva, he came to Iraveshwara temple and took a bath in its sacred tank, which was 230 feet wide and fed by waters of Kaveri river. The healing magic of the water cursed him on the burns and relieved him from pain. Since then, the tank has been known as Yamatirtham. Even today, pilgrims make it a point to bathe in the Yamatirtham in the hopes that it will heal them of their physical ailments. It's time for us to now explore the structure of the temple.